Hey everyone, I hope everyone is doing well. Just making a short video from Sweden where I am at the moment. It's actually the first day that hasn't been really warm here. Been swimming in the lakes every day. Yeah, for me that's one of the best things about being here. Just having such easy access to nature. Yeah, and those lakes, they're special. Yeah, so today as I came out on my walk, I usually do a walk every day. Then an old story that Muji used to tell was coming to me, and I think it's a really good one, very applicable. It's like an analogy, and it's the story about the two thorns. Some of you might know it, the two thorns. And it goes something like this, that a man is walking in the forest one day, and he's just happy, enjoying himself, walking through the forest, and then all of a sudden he steps on a thorn, and the thorn goes in his foot, and it really hurts. It really hurts. And he takes another thorn to then pull out the first thorn, and then he throws both thorns away and carries on walking through the forest. So some of you are probably already guessing where this is going, because to use the analogy of the two thorns, just to give some context to the story, that it's like we're walking in our natural state, we're living in our natural state. Maybe we were like that as a child, or maybe as a young adult, or whatever. There was often a time in our life when, we were doing okay. We were just naturally as we were. And then the first thorn came in. The thorn of, we can call it ego, but let's call it the thorn of separation, or the thorn of contractedness, or the thorn of pain. Let's call it the thorn of pain, because pretty much anybody who I've ever met who's interested in spirituality has experienced pain, often very deep pain. So that thorn of pain came in, and for a while we had to suffer deeply that pain. The pain of rejection, maybe, the pain of abandonment, the pain of not fitting in, the pain of being different, the pain of not feeling like we were loved, the pain of feeling we were misunderstood, or whatever it might be for you, the pain of trauma. And for a while we're carrying that pain and that conditioning and that sense of despair, darkness, maybe deep sadness. But then the second thorn comes, and the second thorn is the thorn of presence. It is the thorn of the beingness, or the simple feeling I am, the sense of presence, the feeling I am, before that becomes I am somebody, I am this nationality, this gender, this profession. Just the pure intuitive sense of being, which is common to all of us. The feeling in the heart of existence. And when we connect with that sense of deep presence within us, we begin to recognize that there is something here within us which has never been affected, has never been wounded, has never been conditioned. And when we access that for a while, then we are getting used to abiding in that state of presence. And that is felt to be a much more peaceful state, a much more harmonious state, a state of wisdom, a state of natural insight, and a loving state. So the more that we're abiding in the state of presence, the less power, if you like, the false self has, or the wounded self. And actually, you know, presence can bring a sense of compassion to the woundedness, a sense of acceptance to the woundedness. But there comes also then a certain point where the need to hold on rigidly to the sense of presence can also be let go of. And then this is the point where we're throwing both thorns away, both the thorn of presence and the thorn of pain. And then what remains? Just our natural state. Just our authentic human self. Who we always were before the pain came in and before we got misidentified in a different way. And within the natural state, there is a feeling of just abiding as ourself, just being who we are, just being completely natural. There is the recognition that somehow who we are at our core can't really be improved upon. It is just, there's a kind of perfection in it. And there's a deep sense of acceptance of, okay, this is who I am. This is my natural state. And then somehow there's something of trusting that and abiding as that and getting used to that and living as that. So there's the story of the two thorns, and coming to a certain point where, yeah, we throw them both away and something then is just here in its natural essence. And that's a nice place to come to. It's a place of deep self-acceptance, place of deep self-love and deep self-congruence, of just being who we are. And it's also felt to be a very simple state. It's not a complex state. It's not a 5 steps to state. It's not a having to remember lots of strategies state. It's the simplest, most natural state. I mean, how could it be otherwise? How could our natural state be anything other than simple? How could our natural state be complex? Couldn't be. So all of the courses and the steps and the strategies, they all have their place. But in essence, when we throw those two thorns away, we're just simply our natural self. Nothing special, nothing grand, just our natural self. Thank you for listening if you got to the end of this video. And yeah, much love from Sweden.